Hello students, let us move with the next concept, that is internal rate of return. This is also another modern technique of capital budgeting. So in the previous video I have explained you how to calculate the net present value. Now it is with respect to internal rate of return. So internal rate of return can be defined as that rate of discount at which the present value of cash inflow is equal to present value of cash outflow. It is the rate of discount. Internal rate of return is the rate of discount at which present value of cash inflow, we calculate present value of cash inflows. So the present value of cash inflows should be equal to present value of cash outflow. That particular rate of discount is known as internal rate of return. So in order to calculate IRR, we have the formula that is equals to A plus C minus O divided by C minus D into B minus A, where A is equals to discount factor at lower trial rate. Lower trial rate means in the problem they will specifically mention the trial rates or the discount factors. They will be giving two different discount factors. That two different discount factors are considered as trial rates ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. So if they mention 15% discount factors at 15% and discount factors at 19%, so this 15% is considered as discount factor at lower trial rate and this 19% is considered as discount factor at higher trial rate. So A is equals to discount factor at lower trial rate. In this example 15% is considered as A and B is equals to discount factor at higher trial rate. Here in this example the 19% is considered as B. So they will be mentioning discount factors, different discount factors at lower trial rate and higher trial rate. This is what we consider as A and B. Next, C is equals to present value of cash inflow at lower trial rate. So with the help of these discount factors, by multiplying these discount factors with cash inflow, we have to calculate present value. If we calculate the present value by multiplying the lower trial discount factors with cash inflow, that is known as C, that is present value of cash inflow at lower trial rate. We have to calculate present value. So at lower trial rate, what present value we calculate, that is known as C. In the same way, D is equals to present value of cash inflow at higher trial rate. Higher trial rate ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರುವಂಥ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋಸ್ ಜೊತೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪ್ಲೈ ಮಾಡಿ ಏನು ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ತೀವಿ, ಆ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂನ ನಾವೇನಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ, ಡಿ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್, O is equals to initial investment. This is about denotations. The next concept is profitability index, or else it can also be called as cash benefit ratio. So cash benefit ratio or profitability index, in simple words, in abbreviations, it can be called as PI, profitability index. It means it is the relationship between net cash inflows and the present value of net cash outflows. So the projects having highest profitability index will be ranked highest and vice versa. As we give the judgment in case of ARR, in case of NPV, in the same way in case of PI also we need to give the judgment by using, in order to calculate the PI, we have the formula that is NPV divided by initial cash outlay into 100. NPV, net present value, what we discussed in the definition, it is the relationship between net cash inflows ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ನೆಟ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಇನ್ಫ್ಲೋಸ್ ಅಂತಂದರೆ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ತೀವಿ. ದಟ್ ಈಸ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಆಫ್ ಕ್ಯಾಶ್ ಔಟ್ಫ್ಲೋ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್. ಇಟ್ ಈಸ್ ದ ರಿಲೇಷನ್ಶಿಪ್. Profitability index is the relationship between NPV and initial investment, or cash outlay means expenditure or initial investment. If it has been multiplied with the 100, it will be multiplied with the 100, we get the profitability index in terms of percentage. So if the project which is having the highest profitability index is considered as most suitable project to the company and ranked highest and vice versa. Now let me explain a simple problem upon this concept, that is a firm whose cost of capital is 10% is considering two projects, that is X and Y, the details of which are particulars ಏನನ್ನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ, initial investment ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. For project X it is 2 lakh and for project Y it is 2 lakh. They have also given cash inflows. So in the first column they have mentioned years, in the second column they have given the cash inflows for the project X, and in the third column they have given the cash inflows for project Y. ಸೊ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ಅವ್ರು ಏನು ಕೇಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ, ನಾವೇನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು, ಕೊಟ್ಟಿರೋ ಇನ್ಫಾರ್ಮೇಷನ್ ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ನಾವು ಸರಿಯಾಗಿ ಗಮನಿಸ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಆಸ್ಕಿಂಗ್ ಅಸ್ ಟು ಕಾಂಪ್ಯೂಟ್ ದ ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಅಟ್ 10%. ಸೊ ದೇ ಆರ್ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ಸ್ಪೆಸಿಫೈಯಿಂಗ್ ದ ಎನ್ ಪಿ ವಿ, ನೆಟ್ ಪ್ರೆಸೆಂಟ್ ವ್ಯಾಲ್ಯೂ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಎನ್ ಪಿ ವಿ, ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಎನ್ ಪಿ ವಿ ಅಟ್ 10%. ಅದನ್ನು ನೆನಪಲ್ಲಿ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ. ಎನ್ ಪಿ ವಿನ ನಾವು 10% ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸಲ್ಲಿ ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ನೆಕ್ಸ್ಟ್ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟಬಿಲಿಟಿ ಇಂಡೆಕ್ಸ್ and internal rate of return IRR for the projects separately. So project X by 20% and 29% and project Y by 9% and 15%. Using the following discount factors calculate IRR. So they have given information like years. For project X it is 20% and 29%. And for project Y it is 9% and 15%. For NPV calculation they have given separate discount factors, that is 10%. So you have to read the problem once again very clearly, that they are, till now what we used to do, we used to calculate the techniques of capital budgeting, that is PBP ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ARR ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, NPV ಆಗಿರ್ಬೋದು, ಸಪ್ರೇಟ್ ಆಗಿ ಇಂಡಿವಿಜುವಲ್ ಆಗಿ ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ತಾ ಇದ್ವಿ. ಬಟ್ ನೌ ವಿ ಆರ್ ಸಾಲ್ವಿಂಗ್ ದ ಪ್ರಾಬ್ಲಮ್ in which in a single problem only we need to calculate all these techniques of capital budgeting in a single problem only. That is, here only in one problem only we need to calculate NPV as well as profitability index, along with that IRR also by using the given information. ಮೂರನ್ನು ನಾವು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. So as you can observe here, they have given 5 different discount factors. 1 2 3 4 5 columns ಅಲ್ಲಿ different trial rates ಅಲ್ಲಿ ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ಸ್ನ ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ. ಸೊ ದೇ ಹ್ಯಾವ್ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ಡ್ ಇಟ್ ಹಿಯರ್ ವೆರಿ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ಲಿ ದ್ಯಾಟ್ ಅಟ್ 10% ವಿ ನೀಡ್ ಟು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಎನ್ ಪಿ ವಿ. ಸೊ ದಿಸ್ 10% ಡಿಸ್ಕೌಂಟ್ ಫ್ಯಾಕ್ಟರ್ ಕಾಲಮ್ ಹ್ಯಾಸ್ ಟು ಬಿ used for the purpose of calculation of NPV only. Next, again calculate profitability index. After calculation of NPV by using the formula we can directly calculate profitability index. And internal rate of return for the project X separately, that is project X by 20%, 29% ಅಂತ ಕ್ಲಿಯರ್ ಆಗಿ ಹೇಳಿದ್ದಾರೆ. For project X it is 20%, 29%. These two trial rates discount factors we need to use. Here at the time of calculating IRR, so we have to make it very clear in the beginning itself that, so this is the lower trial rate, it is A, and this is the highest trial rate for project X, hence it is considered as B, as we have discussed just now. I explained you people just now that, so A is equals to discount factor at lower trial rate and B is equals to discount factor at higher trial rate. In the same way they have given different lower trial rate as well as higher trial rate for project X, and in the same way for project Y it is 9% lower trial rate, that is A, and B 15%, higher trial rate is 15%, it is for project Y B, it should be considered as B. Now by using these discount factors we need to calculate the asked required figure. So first let us calculate NPV. So we have calculated NPV here by using the 10% discount factors as they have given for project X. First separate ಆಗಿ ಒಂದೇ ಟೇಬಲ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು project Y ನ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದು. So in order to make you people to understand easily, clearly, I have made it in 2 tables. So in the first column, this is for project X. Clear ಆಗಿ ಮೆನ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ, ಹೆಡ್ಡಿಂಗ್ ಕ್ಲೀನ್ ಆಗಿ ಬರ್ಕೋಬೇಕು. ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಷನ್ ಆಫ್ NPV project X ಅಂತ ತೋರಿಸಿದ್ದೀವಿ. In the first column, so I have taken the number of years, and cash inflow of project X I have taken as given in the problem, and discount factors in the third column at 10% discount factors I have taken here. Now in order to construct fourth column, so I need to multiply the second column with third column, that is 4 is equals to 2 into 3. So you will be getting these present value. If you sum up all these present value, you will be getting total cash inflows. So if you deduct the initial investment of project X, initial cash inflow, that is 2 lakh rupees out of this total, you will be getting 88,820 rupees. This is NPV at 10% discount factors. In the same way, you need to calculate it for project Y also. So in the project Y also, we have calculated NPV in this by using the same procedure, and NPV here is 16,546. So now by using NPV, you need to give the recommendation. You need to decide which is the most suitable project ಅಂತ ಹೇಳ್ಬಿಟ್ಟು. So the NPV of project Y, it is 16,546, and the NPV of project X is 88,820. So this is having, the project X is having highest NPV, so it is most suitable. Based upon the concept of NPV, we can recommend that the project X is most suitable. So next, let's move on to the calculation of next figure, that is calculation of profitability index. We have the formula to calculate profitability index, that is PI is equals to NPV divided by initial cash outlay into 100. So we have calculated already NPV for two different projects. So NPV ಏನು ಕ್ಯಾಲ್ಕುಲೇಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ, ಇಲ್ಲಿದೆ ಫಿಗರು, ಅದನ್ನು ಇಲ್ಲಿ ಸಬ್ಸ್ಟಿಟ್ಯೂಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ವಿ. ಆ್ಯಂಡ್ ವಿ ನೋ ದಟ್ ಇನಿಷಿಯಲ್ ಇನ್ವೆಸ್ಟ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಇಸ್ 2 lakh rupees into 100 ಮಾಡಿದರೆ we get profitability index, that is 8.273%. In the same way, we have calculated profitability index for project, this is of project Y and this is of project X, 44.41%. So we have calculated NPV as well as profitability index. Now we need to calculate IRR for project X, calculation of IRR. So first we need to use the given information. ಏನೇನು ಕೊಟ್ಟಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ. First column ಅಲ್ಲಿ number of years I have taken, and in the second column I have taken the cash inflows of project X. Cash inflows ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನ ಹಾಕ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ. In the third column I have taken the discount factor at lower trial rate, that is at 20%. I have taken here, and in the very next column I have calculated the present value of cash inflow at 20%. So this is 20% is A. A is equals to discount factor at lower trial rate, and present value of cash inflow at lower trial rate is considered as C. This is C, means the total of this column has to be considered as C, that is present value of cash inflow at lower trial rate. If we multiply the second column, that is cash inflow with discount factors at lower trial rate, we get the present value of cash inflow at lower trial rate, that is at 20%. In the same way, in the fifth column I have taken the discount factor at higher trial rate, that is discount factor at 29%. So in the same way I need to multiply these discount factors with cash inflow given in the second column, mentioned in the second column. So if I multiply the second column with fifth column, I'll be getting the sixth one, that is present value of cash inflow at higher trial rate. This is D. That is the total of this column is considered as D. This total is considered as D, and this total is considered as C. Now we have calculated the required figures. So we have the formula to calculate IRR, that is again I am explaining it, A plus C minus O divided by C minus D. We should put a bracket here so that to avoid the confusion of mathematical calculation. So C minus O divided by C minus D into B minus A. So in the same way, as usual, we substitute the figures according to the formula. So as I said you, A is equals to discount factor at lower trial rate. So lower trial rate is here for project X is 20%. So 20 I have taken here, plus C is equals to present value of cash inflow at lower trial rate. Present value of cash inflow at lower trial rate at 20%. Total ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀವಿ, ಈ ಟೋಟಲ್ 2,17,820 rupees ಏನಿದೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಬರ್ಕೊಂಡಿದ್ದೀನಿ ಇಲ್ಲಿ. ಮೈನಸ್ O means initial investment 2 lakh rupees divided by again the same figure C I have to take here, minus D. D means the present value of cash inflow at higher trial rate. Last column, sixth column ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವೇನು ಕನ್ಸ್ಟ್ರಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಂಡಿರ್ತೀವಿ at 29% discount factor, what present value I have calculated, that has to be considered here, that is D, 1,74,040. So into B minus A. B means 29. Higher trial rate discount factor 29 minus lower trial rate discount factor 20. Now we need to simplify this substitution. If we simplify this substitution, we get the IRR, that is 23.6633%. Always it has to be expressed in terms of percentage. In the same way, I have calculated the IRR for project Y. Years, cash inflows, discount factors at lower trial rate, that is at 9%, and present value of discount factor cash inflow at lower trial rate, that is at 9%. If we multiply second column with third column, we get this fourth column, and discount factor at higher trial rate I have taken here. Again I have to multiply the second column with fifth column to get sixth column. Let me number the columns here: 3, 4, 5, 6. So as I have explained earlier, we have calculated present value at lower trial rate as well as present value at higher trial rate. So I have taken the formula once again, I have substituted the figures and I have simplified. So I got the IRR for project Y as 14.28%. In this way we need to calculate IRR, and the value of IRR which is higher for the project, that is considered as most suitable project to the company. Thank you. Hello students. Let me explain the next problem based upon all these concepts, that is traditional method as well as modern methods of capital budgeting. A firm cost of capital is 10%. It is considering two mutually exclusive projects, X and Y, of which the details are given under. The investment of project X is 1,40,000 and for project Y 1,40,000. The investment is same. They have given number of years, the cash inflows for project X and cash inflows for project Y. Compute PBP as well as NPV. So before going to solve this problem, we should analyze the problem very well. So as I have discussed earlier, the profit required to calculate PBP as well as NPV is one and the same, that is profit before depreciation and after tax we need. Here they doesn't mention anything about the before and after like that. So hence whatever the cash inflows they have given, that will be directly used to calculate PBP as well as NPV. As we have, in order to calculate PBP, we need to analyze under two situations we can calculate. So we need to see that whether cash inflows are even or uneven. It is, they have given uneven cash inflows here. So we have to go under second situation, that is we have the formula to calculate E plus B by C. So next information, they have given present value factor at 10% for 5 years. At 10% they have given present value factor. This information can be used to calculate NPV. Let me explain solution now. So I have taken the heading, written the heading, calculation of PBP and NPV of project X. In a single table only you can calculate the required figures for PBP as well as NPV. So in order to calculate PBP, we require cumulative cash inflows column. In order to calculate NPV, we have to calculate present value of cash inflows at 10%. So as usual, as the information given in the problem, I have taken the first column as years, second column as the cash inflows of project X, and third column, with the help of second column I have constructed the third column, that is cumulative cash inflow column. So if you go on adding these total, you get cumulative cash inflow column. Next, discount factor, what they have given here. So I have taken the discount factor at 10% as it is. If you multiply the second column with fourth column, you will be getting the fifth column. Fifth column it is equals to 2 into 4. That is, in order to get the present value, you need to multiply the cash inflow with discount factors at 10%. You will be getting the present value. If you total the present value, all these sums, you'll be getting total of cash inflows or total value of present values. Out of that, if you deduct cash inflows, initial investment, that is 1,40,000, you will be getting the amount 92,270 rupees. This is the NPV of project X. And as we have calculated cumulative cash inflow column here, so with the help of this, let's calculate the PBP for project X. I have taken the formula here, that is E plus B by C. E. So we have to see the initial investment for project X. What they have given, that is 1,40,000 initial investment. So this 1,40,000 is recovering in which year? That has to be seen in third column, that is cumulative cash inflow column. It is completely recovering in the fourth year. So this is considered as final year of recovery. So if you leave this row, so previously how many years you are getting here? You are getting 3 years. So this is considered as E. E is number of years immediately preceding the final year of recovery. That has to be taken as 3 in the place of E. Next, B is equals to amount to be recovered. Amount to be recovered can be calculated by deducting the amount recovered till the immediate previous year of final year of recovery. Final year of recovery bitbitre ನಾವು previous year, immediate previous year ಅಲ್ಲಿ 1,20,000 rupees recover ಆಗಿದೆ. That has to be deducted out of initial investment. 1,40,000 rupees ಅಲ್ಲಿ deduct ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ, so you'll be getting amount to be recovered, that is B. And C is equals to cash inflow of final year of recovery. This is the final year of recovery column. Corresponding to this row, the cash inflow column ಅಲ್ಲಿ ನೀವು ನೋಡಬೇಕಾಗುತ್ತೆ. This is C, that is 90,000 rupees. Substitute ಮಾಡಿ simplify ಮಾಡಿದ್ರೆ you'll be getting the answer of 3.22 years. This is the PBP. In the same way, you need to calculate the PBP of project Y as well as the NPV of project Y. In this way, you need to solve this problem. Thank you.